basically they don't even belong in the country and try to basically imprison them and get them deported and shit. All kinds of weird shit there. Then they meet up with their grandparents, who helped them for a bit.
Come on,
then
work.
They end up on the run again. Then they run into a
work?
kid who has basically like a drunk father who's depressed because the mother passed away. And this is the kid from the Captain Underpants. That's a joke, obviously. From the Captain Spirit free DLC that came out last year during E3 that kind of previewed this game. So it ties in with them for an episode. Then in the last episode, episode 3, essentially our kids on the run team up with a bunch of stoners / hippies.
Oh no, not the hippies. We don't know how much she hates hippies.
Illicit, illegal things with drugs.
Illegal illicit stuff with drugs, guys.
To make money.
Illegal illicit drugs.
They're basically like harvesting the crops and you know.
How could they?
Apart the buds and getting it ready for sale.
He is such a hate born for marijuana.
Basically,
hey Arizona, how's it going?
Who's working there decides that they were not getting their fair share. They've been robbed for all the work they've done because they didn't get paid properly, and he's gonna rob the drug
no!
What a great idea!
How dare they?
He's gonna do this with the help of the kid with superpowers, and basically kind of brainwashes the kid into thinking this is a good idea, despite the fact everyone else telling him it's not.
Probably, dude, stop clearing your throat.
They bust in to steal the drugs. Things don't go right. The drug dealer guy shoots one of the kids and kills them. Not one of the brothers, but one of the other hippie kids.
Oh no, not a hippie kid.
Superpowers to basically lose his fucking mind.
I just love how much he hates hippies.
And in the process,
like, dude, you're not Eric Cartman. What the fuck is your issue?
He impales his own brother in the eye with glass, so now the brother can't even see anymore. And that's pretty much where the episode kind of left off. We don't know where the kid with superpowers is anymore. He kind of ran away from everyone to be alone or whatever. So he's basically a kid with superpowers. He's unbalanced, and he's on the run.
He's unbalanced because he partakes in the marijuana.
Considering he was just involved with this giant blast and multiple murders. So I guess we're going to see where the episode goes today. Okay? So that's kind of a very brief recap. I don't know where even this episode's going to start off because, like I said, the end of the last episode was so chaotic with this.
I say, there's nothing wrong with hippies, dude.
Getting a glass shard
Chaos Bane. Which one's that? They got so many Warhammer games out now.
We'll see what happens
like,
today,
dude,
I guess.
Stop it.
But that's what I mean. Like, the game is so like weird and out there, and some of the episodes just seem so disjointed that I'm not surprised after 3.5 months people weren't aware this was coming out and don't really care. You know, I'm playing it because I bought the whole season, so obviously I'm in here for the long haul, and, you know, doing one stream of this every few months isn't a big deal, but definitely I think they really didn't handle this very well. If you were going to have a game with episodes coming out 3-4 months apart, you at least want some hype or something. There's like nothing.
It's episodic games.
Talking about it, nothing.
That's what happens with episodic games. They come out every 3 to 4 months.
But these episodes essentially take around 3 hours each. And with my break and everything, you know, the 4-hour gameplay stream should be perfect to handle.
With your break, because you can't go 4 hours, dude.
So hopefully you guys.
You can't go 4 hours playing a video game, dude. He needs a half-hour break, dude.
Should be good. Later tonight, it is my weekly Battle Royal stream, Black Ops 4 Blackout. Normally I would have done this earlier in the week, but this week there was some other stuff going on, so we're doing it tonight. Hope you guys will join me around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time for that. Okay. And then tomorrow. It's
tomorrow.
Friday.
Are you making that fucking gout sauce again?
Friday tomorrow. That means tomorrow I am making a new batch of my homemade Italian family recipe sauce. Kat and I will be actually doing this together. We do it together. And what that means is
the one that came out in March.
My gameplay stream tomorrow will be starting a little bit on the later side. Typically, the stream goes on around between 10:15, 10:30. Gameplay starts by 11:30. Tomorrow, the stream will be later, depending on how long it takes us to get the sauce up and running and simmering.
Why didn't you get out of bed earlier? Oh, he can't get up earlier, dude.
So, at the earliest, I would expect the stream probably around 11:30, just starting. And we'll see. You know, my hope is that I can get here by noonish at the latest, and then we can still have.
Why don't you get up earlier?
Because those streams typically run a little later.
Let's see. Nope, this one's banned.
Typically these streams will usually run until maybe like 4:30, maybe a little bit later than usual. But we'll see, because if I can get the sauce going sooner rather than later, then maybe I don't have to run late. We'll
Post-nasal drip treatment. Nasacort.
So the only
look at that
gameplay stream tomorrow is that number 1, the stream will start later than usual, and number 2,
take Mucinex.
I'll be taking breaks.
Use saline nasal spray irrigation like a neti pot to flush mucus.
So I used to take breaks like every 20.
Turn on vaporized humidifier to increase moisture in the air.
Just do the stirring.
Mister, no, I can't treat it, guys. It's incurable.
Have a day off from work tomorrow.
5 seconds of Google.
And I'm sure she's gonna want to be like relaxing, playing some games. I guarantee you, she's gonna want to play Skyrim because she has it on PS4 and loves playing it, and hasn't had much of a chance to play because she works every freaking day. So maybe while we're home tomorrow, she'll be stirring, and then every other.
You're gonna allow her to risk stirring it
and see how it's going.
No.
So yeah,
not DSP. He would never allow that.
Saucy Friday, and what will we be playing during Saucy Friday? It'll be Dragon Quest Builders 2, my weekly stream of the game, and we're actually about to hit up a new island, which is going to be another new gameplay mechanic. The first 2 islands were farming and mining, so I'm very curious to figure out what the third island's going to be. I have no idea.
Fishing, cutting down
trees. What I like about this game is that the plot is all over the place with varied gameplay mechanics and the like. So I don't even know what to expect on island number 3.
Again, if you guys want to do it, type post-nasal drip treatment.
Tomorrow for that.
Oh, Mucinex.
And then
Mucinex.
Friday night,
vaporizer or humidifier, whatever. Saline nasal spray.
Where we hang out, we relax, we have fun, and we build. And the top contributor of the night gets something in the game named after them. We've had some heated rivalries and competitions going on with this over the past several Minecraft sessions.
A sticky Sunday followed by a mandated day off Monday.
That pattern keeps up. And we're actually going to name something after, well, Ozymandias, who won last week's competition, is going to get something at the top of my lighthouse tower. Big, probably multiple signs set up with what he wants me to put up there. So, all that being said, should be a fun couple of days. Now, this weekend, my main focus is going to be Grand Theft Auto 4. Reason being, next week, we're actually beginning the hardcore gaming season for 2019.
Hardcore begging season.
Pretty much every week we've got a major release coming out. If not,
hardcore begging season, here we come.
Because of that, I'm attempting to wrap up Grand Theft Auto 4's story, sooner rather than later. Not saying that I'm going to rush through it, because I'm not. But at the same time, I don't want to have this game
begging season, here we
come.
Well,
I'm playing 3 new releases, but now we got to take time off to play
season, here we
See
are.
what I mean? I kind of want to try to wrap it up as soon as I can. So this weekend, the focus will be Grand Theft Auto 4, both Saturday and Sunday. And so that's 8 hours. You figure with 8 more hours of gameplay, will I beat it? Maybe. We're already.
He works 12 hours a day, but then he admits he only plays video games for 4 hours.
But I do realize
math doesn't add up.
Late game stuff can be pretty time-consuming and challenging. So I guess we're going to find out, okay?
Okay. You've played the game multiple times. You should know by now.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
So that's going to be the weekend. And then the nights on the weekend will be some more chill stuff. We're going to have more Judgment on Saturday night. And for those who weren't here for Judgment last night, you missed out, because I know a lot of people will be complaining. Judgment.
You laughing like an idiot because someone is a virgin.
Story development. We're in the 12th and final chapter of the story now. Which was fun.
Killer
Chronic. Finally getting story advancement. And
guy still love his, I can't eat a hot pepper on mushroom, dude, it would kill me.
The final story plot elements. And
doing alright, protagonist. Got my oil change, tire rotation, got home, started this.
2 weeks, but probably the next week we're going to see finally the conclusion of Judgment.
But I hit so many freaking traffic lights would have been here earlier.
Close after,
never fails. I'm in a hurry. Let's give you every single traffic light.
It's finally going to conclude.
We're going to build some in your way just to make it even harder.
So, that is correct, Heaving Earth. Last night, I beat up an old man who was a virgin in his 70s. I beat him up into unconsciousness in the middle of a dirty, dungy alley in the middle of Japan.
And then he played the game.
People really liked the stream last night. So, okay, and then probably Sunday night, I'll do some Street Fighter. Some throwback Street Fighter, my weekly Street Fighter session. I'm off on Monday.
I say, while he was being
That's
a
my day off for the week.
homeless virgin
on Tuesday.
That's 70 years old. I was at a baseball game.
A new release called Control. It's a new game from the makers of Alan Wake as well as Quantum Break. Obviously, one of those is probably more well regarded than the other. And I'm curious to see what this game is. I saw some gameplay of it on Twitter and was intrigued. It's people with
from one of the shills.
Powers. Could be pretty interesting. I've been playing that for a couple days, like Tuesday, Wednesday.
Snort.
And balancing that again with more chill content at night. So you'll probably see maybe either some Madden or Judgment. Or,
he can't play Fire Emblem. He doesn't have enough time. By the way, guys, he's going to continue playing Blackout for the 8th month in a row.
Exactly 1 week from today, everyone. It is my Rageathon Marathon, okay? The games that will be...
You have a good day, Quiet Dang the Team Grace, and people, don't forget to check him out. He does all kinds of cool projects on his channel.
Ninja Gaiden Black, World of Warcraft, and Morrowind, okay? Now, what I'm looking
How is Morrowind going to make you...
of the versions of these games that I should play.
Rage, I don't get that.
If you have a solid recommendation that, you know, oh man, I think Phil should definitely play this version because this is like the best version. And it'll make
Snort.
the marathon more better than if you played an inferior version or whatever. Or consequentially, if you know a way to get these versions on the cheap, because I don't have a lot of money to spend on this marathon, so this version is only $5 while this version is $20. You know what I mean? I'd like to figure all this out for the next week. Okay.
Fuck! Right into the microphone. Really?
With me with various methods.
Oh, message.
Talk about it on the streams. You can email me.
Yeah, not worried about it.
hotmail.com. You can tweet me at DSP. Please help me out so that I can get the.
Please help me out so I can make more money.
Marathon. All right. So that marathon's going to be super fun. It's going to be starting at the usual time, but running all day long. 5 different games over an hour.
All day long for 4 hours.
It should be entertaining.
Dumbass.
Different. I've not done a marathon in quite a long time.
You did one 2 weeks ago.
Stuff up. It should be pretty fun. Okay.
Mind you, it was an 11-hour stream. He got 6.5 hours of gameplay out of it.
Then
11 hours.
Friday, so
he got 6.5 hours of gameplay out of it.
August 30th.
Wow.
Now we really start heading into the hardcore gaming season.
Hardcore begging
2
season.
horror-themed video games on the same freaking day. We've got Man of Medan, a game from the makers of Until Dawn, which in my opinion was one of my favorite playthroughs of all time. And
that game should be good.
Got Blair Witch coming out on the same freaking day. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. 2 horror games in one day. Horror overload. Okay. It's
horror overload,
guys. One of the best
guys.
days ever, or one of the silliest days ever. I guess we're gonna find out firsthand a week from tomorrow. Okay. So,
right into the microphone.
I hope you guys are too. And then essentially what it'll be is early September.
He does everything right to the microphone. Like, why do you do that?
The horror-themed games along with Control until we start to wrap them up. The horror-themed games typically don't end up being very long. If you guys have ever noticed, whenever I play a horror game, I think the longest one I ever played was like Evil Within 2, and that game was what, like maybe 15 hours long? They're not very long. They don't last very long. I would assume these games are probably only going to be a few hours long. Until Dawn was good, and that game was about 6 hours long, but then you
so it probably took them 3 playthroughs.
See what happens with alternate choices, okay? Blair Witch, I can't foresee that being very long. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll probably balance that with Control. And see how that goes.
He's playing 3 games that no one asked for, no one wanted to see, but the games that people do want to see, no one wants to see that.
All right, so anyway,
then why are they literally asking for it in your chat?
Covering of the schedule for all of you. Also, FYI, soon, I can't tell you when yet, but soon, I'll be setting up the process by which you can nominate your favorite moments of my 11 years as a content creator for an upcoming
and then denying all of them because they have Pandalina in them.
That's going to be going on sometime in September.
I can't have Pandalina in my videos, dude. I'm married now.
I will be watching all the moments that you nominated. I'll be reacting to
Nobody wanted Blair Witch. I don't think anyone asked for Man of Medea or whatever it's called, or Control. They wanted Fire Emblem.
Many times. I think this is
refused to play it.
The first time I've done it, and every time I do it, people really enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to it again.
No, they don't.
Quite some time
because you refuse to watch anything that people actually want to watch.
All right, so there you go.
Like GGG says, he should watch the Tractor content.
You guys are excited for all the future streams coming up soon. Oh, let's see.
He should have played Catherine Full Body.
The other thing I wanted to talk about before we progress, to the next segment of the pre-stream.
Stall.
Don't think there's anything.
Let's see. So it's at 1:15. It's almost 2:15. It's already been an hour. The Astral Chain. That's the other one that people have been asking for. No one wants to see that.
Okay, so.
But people are literally asking for it in your chat. That's why you're yelling at them that no one wants to see it. Because they asked for it in your chat.
Thank you. Let's now move on to the gratuitous plugs segment of the pre-stream. This is the segment
my
of the
books.
pre-stream
Check out
where
my
I
books.
talk about news and politics, and it drives everyone nuts, and I lose about 90% of my viewership.
Patreon,
In
Streamlabs,
fact, this is the segment
Super
where I talk
Chat.
a little bit about my legacy as a content creator, and I explain
You guys
ways
know by
that I
now.
contribute to keep it going. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for 11 awesome years of allowing me to do what I love.
Emphasis on the
Creating
puzzles
content
being
for
too
the
hard
internet,
for him.
Sharing my gameplay experiences with all of
Well,
you
at this
daily.
point, he could just look up a guide
I
for it,
absolutely
dude.
love doing what
You know
do
how
for
much he
a
loves
job.
looking up his
That being
guides.
said, it hasn't always been like this. When I started off, it was just a hobby. For 2.5 years, I was just pumping out gameplay YouTube videos on YouTube while I had an office job. Then, in 2010, I got laid off from that job, and I said, man, I need to try to find a way to make ends meet. And I was able to turn that YouTube hobby into a full-time job.
He's
by
doing this
monetizing my
every
videos.
single day now. It's fucking weird.
However, all that came to an abrupt halt in 2017 when sadly YouTube screwed the pooch per se and ruined their own business by, basically losing most of their major advertisers. And there's various reasons we could talk about
Like,
that. But
what
that's
made
not
him
what
decide to
today's
do
issue
this
is about.
every single day
When
now?
that happened, it
'Cause he didn't
basically
used to do
became
this.
completely unrealistic
If we
for
go back
someone like
2-3
me to be
months,
living
he
on
didn't
YouTube
do it.
anymore, even though I had
Now
done
suddenly
it
he
for
does
6
it.
years, it was completely taken away from me out of nowhere. So I was faced with another situation similar to when I was laid off. What the hell do I do now? Because, how do I make ends meet now that YouTube's off the table? So I became a full-time streamer. And for the past 2.5 years...
started this month or maybe the end of last
I've
month.
absolutely enjoyed being a full-time streamer. In fact, I would go as far to say that I enjoy being a full-time streamer more than I ever enjoyed being a full-time YouTuber. Because it allows me to have fun daily interactions and streams with all of you. And it really does feel amazing. It's an organic experience with this interaction between us that's
he has a photogenic memory, which means I looked because someone put it out.
And I love it.
Not photographic,
I really do.
photogenic memory, where they changed the memories to make them look better. Sounds just like him.
Would have changed things up a lot earlier. Okay. Now that being said, because I am now a full-time streamer, I rely primarily on your crowdfunding during the live streams.
Can't allow the waifu stuff, dude. It's terrible. I'm married.
Almost completely gone.
Fuck that.
I really just upload videos to DSP Gaming on YouTube as an archive of my streams as a way to say thank you to the long.
But then you lose your mind whenever the AdSense gets taken away.
But I really
if you're
do
making
rely
nothing
on
off
you
of
guys,
it, why would you care
to be
if your
supporting
AdSense got
streams
shut
to
down?
keep this going. Okay, and so that being said,
He still gets over 800,000 views a
one of the
month.
methods I'm about to
Now,
outline,
when he was doing the
there's
10-minute
many ways
videos,
to
already got
contribute.
one
Obviously, some ways
ad
may be
per
more attractive than
video.
others due to
Now that he does
the fact
multiple
that they give
ads per
shout-outs
video,
and action on the streams.
getting
All right, so let's talk a
163,000
little bit
views.
about that.
There's probably double that in
First
ads
off,
being watched.
Check out my Patreon.
So it's the same as before.
patreon.com/dark
So he's still making $3 to $5 grand a month off of
This month is
YouTube.
no exception. 8 more days to
So,
pledge to
I'm
my
only
cause.
making $36,000 a year off of
If you
YouTube,
pledge to my Patreon, you
dude.
get all kinds of cool perks. As a way
I'd
saying
love to make
thank
36
you.
grand off of
One the
YouTube a
perks
year.
is getting the ability
Even
to get
before
your questions
taxes.
answered on my
Oh
bi-monthly
no,
Q&A
after
show, Ask the
taxes,
King,
only like
which is gonna happen in September,
$24,000.
incidentally.
I'll take an extra
So
24 grand a
please
year.
Give it a shot. Please
Not
give
him,
it a
though.
look. And to those who do contribute to it, thank you very much. And to those considering,
But there's no reason to
thank you
donate to
very much as well.
Patreon.
That's Patreon.
You don't do anything with Patreon.
DarksidePhil. I also have a merchandise
You've stopped
shop
doing
on
everything with
Teespring, where I
Patreon.
sell T-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, among various.
You don't
other
do Ask the
things.
King.
Anything you buy from there helps.
And
me
when you
out.
do, it's like 4
Really
months
cool,
apart.
collectible, so please give it a look.
And you refuse to. Let's see, last time he answered I think 8, maybe 9
But if
questions.
you're live on the stream, more than likely.
Mind you, he cries, I don't have enough questions, I don't have
One
enough
of the
questions,
methods
send me
by
more
which you can get
questions.
some interaction with
Then he
me
answers
on the
8,
stream, which
maybe
are
9
as follows.
questions.
Either cheer with
There's no
bits,
reason to donate for
subscribe
Ask the
to the
King.
channel, or you could tip me.
He doesn't do
Any of
this
those three
end
things.
scroll anymore at the end of the
I'm on my
month.
way to try to give you a thank
Even though you can do that
shout-out
with
during the stream.
OBS.
So
You don't
get
need
some
Adobe for that.
recognition for said contributions. All right. Now, a few things to say up front before we even get ahead of ourselves. First of all,
You're a piece of shit? Yes, we
even
know.
though these contributions, this crowdfunding, allows me to continue doing what I love for a living, I want you to understand that contributions are greatly appreciated, but not mandatory. I'm happy enough to just have people come by and hang out.
But
with
if you don't give him
me,
enough
faces
money,
on
dude, he's
stream.
gonna have to stop doing
It's
this.
amazing to me that over
And get a real
after
job.
11 years,
Oh,
people
wait,
didn't
he
give a
can
crap
get a real
about
job.
Me or my opinions on games or what I have to say about the news of the day or whatever. It's pretty fun that I still have an amazing.
I love, like, last night. Yeah, I made $300 and
care
cheers,
about me,
guys,
just
but I
wanna
need
see me keep
tips.
doing what I
Cheers
love.
don't mean anything
All
to
right,
me,
and thank you for
dude.
that every single day, because
Fine,
I
and
really
people
mean
stop
it.
cheering
I
him
love it.
altogether.
I
That'd be
love what I do
hilarious.
for a living. It really is like
And when he
living
cries,
the
someone gives a $1 tip.
But
You said you don't care about cheers.
understand
Cheers don't help you, so we
that's
stop
not
giving you
mandatory
cheers.
that you contribute at all. All right, if you can, great, thank you. but don't feel bad if you can't. Okay.
You should feel
Now,
very, very bad for not
if
giving
you are
him money.
seeking to contribute,
After all, he's giving you all this
and
free
I am gonna
content for
try to
11
give you a
years.
shout out for any contribution during the live stream. I will try to give you a verbal shout out as a way to say thank you during the stream. Understand a couple quick ground rules, all right?
Give me money.
Number one, I'm limited to what I can say and do on stream because of Twitch's terms of service. Please understand that. Obviously, everyone has to abide by them. That's pretty common ground. Number two,
Not
I try to
you.
maintain
We're in
a
Linity.
certain vibe here on my streams. A more chill and relaxed vibe where essentially when you're coming here, it's to relax with me, to have
And
some
hear you
fun,
cry about
to
your
watch me play
taxes and
games,
your
give you my honest
bills.
reactions
Now
to
you're
it.
going to lose the house.
And to basically just have a good time without drama, without insults,
All
without
the drama.
negativity.
All the drama.
You know, the truth
All
of
the
the matter
drama.
is, you have enough of that in your real lives anyway, right? Every day
You are
we have
nothing but
negativity, we have
drama.
We have shit we have to put up with in our real life.
Like your entire life?
Stream and then be inundated with that again, right? So that's the point. Is I'm trying to keep that off the stream. So that means
I want you to
we try
just
not
give me
talk
more
about
money.
controversial topics like politics and religion as much as possible. Every once in a while they creep up and there's not much you can do about it. But in general, we try to keep those off the stream. We also try to keep negativity. Like,
I'm
this guy said
thinking
this about you, Phil. This guy stole your content.
It'll be
He's
YouTube,
today, Phil.
Patreon,
Oh, this guy, that guy.
then
Who
Cat.
cares? You know, I don't care. I'm not
Patreon
here to
probably
talk
dry
about
up
that. I'm not here to
first.
dwell on that.
It
I'm
keeps
here to
dropping.
basically
Every month he loses one or
someone
two
who's
more
trying
pay
to have fun
piggies
with
on
games, and That's
Patreon.
it. That's all I've ever cared about since day one.
So just keep that going. You'll keep
And,
losing.
You know, that's why I don't give a shit about that negative stuff. Okay. So
But then he
essentially,
spends
I
every
would do
stream
my best
talking
to give a
about it.
Shout out for anything you contribute, but understand that it is under my ultimate control what I say and do on my own streams. And if I feel that something,
I.e. you
that's
pay me
said
money and I
is
don't
trying to
say it,
derail
fuck
the
you.
stream Or trying to lead me
But
down
then
a
people
path
can
that's
charge
gonna lead
back.
to negativity, or basically just trying to get me in trouble with something that I'm saying, I have no obligation whatsoever to respond to anything that's said or done on the stream, period. Some people seem to have this weird misunderstanding.
He likes
that
to
because
use
they
certain
contribute
words
something
to
that
death.
Now I have some kind of
Like for 6 months he'll say this word, and then for 6 months he'll say that word. It's weird.
And so, I hope that you guys will, consider contributing if you can.
I know, I like that. I saw that. I'm like, I gotta
But if
share that
do,
with you
I'll do my
guys.
best
It's hilarious.
to go out of my way and give you credit with a shout out. All right. Now, in addition to the shout out, as you can see, we have a streaming stats leaderboard at the top of your screen where I put up the top cheerer and top tipper of the day,
Oh,
and that will
man.
be maintained over the course of today's stream.
How does he have 629 subs?
People who want to get the top
Stop
spot.
it, Wales.
A lot of fun. We'll see what happens today.
Wales really need to
Okay?
stop that bullshit.
Now, there's also a cheering leaderboard. This is a leaderboard that tracks the amount of bits that have been cheered during the week, and that is integrated into Twitch itself. That actually shows up above your stream chats. And that's another thing. If you're one of the top 10 cheerers of the week, you'll show up on that cheering leaderboard, and it's yet another way to get recognition. All right, so there's many, many ways to get recognition for your contributions on my streams.
No, see, he doesn't care about the outside world.
Now,
He doesn't go into the
last but
outside
certainly
world.
not least, guys.
Can you
the
imagine?
one thing I want to
If he went out into the outside world on a more regular basis,
If you were wondering now,
actually got sun,
amongst all these ways
so it would
that
stop
I just
looking
mentioned to
gray.
contribute, gee, I wonder what actually helps Phil the most, because he just told us like 10 ways to contribute.
tips, we already
one of those
know.
Right now, tipping.
And I love how he acts like,
go.
oh yeah, these 300
Two
people
reasons.
watching me, they're
The
300 new
first is
people that
because
never watched
tips
me
I get
before.
right away. That allows me to use those funds towards anything that I need to use them towards. All right.
Like your
And
day off with
there's
Cat.
a lot of stuff coming up. It helps out better to have those funds immediately. Anything else that you do also helps, but those usually have a processing time where I won't see that for a bit. But the tips I get immediately. Okay. Number two.
I don't care about
this
politics.
time of the
By the way,
month
guys,
is gonna
Article
be a very-
13, screw me over.
a very trying
Write your
financial time
Congress
for month, because
people
first
and
of all,
tell
I
them
got
to
a bunch of games
stop
I
this
need to buy within
bullshit.
the next couple of
But don't
weeks.
talk about
So I need
politics.
to afford those.
Do not
These
talk
tips that I
about
use to buy games. In addition
politics.
to that, my bills are going to come due first week of September. This happens every month. We're in the first 1 to 2 weeks of the month. My bills all come due at once. And typically it's been your tips that have been helping me and keeping me afloat, because I'm not going to get into this, but financially things aren't great for me. They're really bad. And so, your tips have been helping me out.
You
with
just
that,
got paid
okay?
by
So
YouTube
today,
and
if you need to
Twitch.
contribute,
And you get paid by
I'm not gonna give you
Patreon
first
like the
amount,
first 3 to
but if
4
you
days
have
of the
the
month.
option to contribute via
So you get that
tipping,
$400. And
please
you got
do.
$2,000 last
More than
month
anything
or
else
earlier
right
this
now,
month.
Okay? Now,
What are you spending all your
if you're
money
wondering how
on?
to tip, below the stream there's a tips jar button you can click on.
Some people say he's
Or
not
you
really
type
broke, he's got
exclamation
money.
point tip into
Then
the
why
chat,
does he still have the
it'll bring up a
condo in
link
Connecticut?
by which it'll bring you to
He
the
is
PayPal
still
tips
paying
page.
on that. He
FYI,
still owes
if
like
you're nervous about
$90,000
tipping
on it.
because you're like, oh, man,
If
what
he
I
had
tip
money
Phil?
put
I'm
aside,
gonna
like
ask
a
him
lot
to
of
do
money
that
put
for
aside,
supporting the streamer,
he would have paid that
which
shit
could
off
happen,
years
I'm not gonna
ago.
lie. I strongly recommend you don't use your real name. You can make a fake name. You can make a fake, anything. You can make stuff up. And therefore, that's what I recommend you do. All right. So thank you for anyone even considering contributing today. I appreciate that very
Worthless
much.
scum.
And now, it is time for us to move on to the third and final segment of the pre-stream, the shout-outs.
It's only been an hour-long pre-stream. No other person has an hour-long
pre-stream. I'm not even
pre-stream.
exaggerating because
You cannot find any gamer with an hour-long pre-stream ever.
Yeah, but the entire last segment of the pre-stream was an hour long because so people kept contributing and asking questions, and I'm going to give shout-outs and give credit. So that's how it works. Okay. So let's get to it, shall we? Okay. So we start off with the first cheer of the day from Meat Pistol Meltdown, who did a 50-bit cheer and said, "Dance with me, the gallows dance. As long as we're not hanging, as long as we can, my love. We both know the string is always ready." Boy, that sounds like an emo song if I ever heard one. That sounds like My Chemical Romance shit or something.
I know Miley and her husband broke up. She's already hanging out with some girl. Good for her.
So thank you very much. The first cheer of the day.
I don't get why.
So let's go ahead and get him up on the leaderboard.
I just don't get why rich people like that get married. Okay. Like, why would you get married?
Emo stuff.
Some people might have like a 5-minute pre-stream, like, no, they sent out the thing like, hey, I'm live. Right. Talk like, all right, here's the game plan today, guys. Wait a couple minutes for people to show up, then they'll play, but sexy. Not like him.
So apparently I told myself I'm sexy, which is hilarious because I'm the last person who would ever say that I think that I'm sexy. But anyway, thank you for the $5 tip to get the tipping started for today. Appreciate that.
Thank you for the $5 tip, you with the scum.
Very nice. Okay, continuing on. Up next, Philly Buckeye did a 95-bit cheer. And he says, I think the game was ruined by the wait between episodes too. I think more than 1, maybe 2 months between episodes kills any momentum. Well, it's funny because I used to complain back when Telltale Games existed. I used to complain about Telltale Games and how they were infamously bad at giving a schedule.
You complain about all games.
Or how long it would take for them to release the episodes of their episodic games. Sometimes they would release episodes out of nowhere relatively quickly. Like within like a month to a month and a half of the last episode, a new episode would come out of nowhere. And I'd be like, well, I wasn't even ready for this. Now I got to find a way to like...
now I got to change my schedule.
Sometimes
you write your own schedule. You can do whatever you want with your schedule.
3-4 months out of it.
You can be like, well, instead of doing a chill stream of Minecraft again, I can play this game instead. Like, dude,
next episode.
You act like you have a boss, whip and all that, whipping you. You must play this game now. You must play this game now. Like, no. You make your own schedule. You work from home. Mister, I'm late to work all the time, even though you work from home.
There's no consistency to it yet. And because of that, as a consumer and as a gamer, it makes you feel a little like, how can I care really about this game when at any moment they could release an episode, right? Now, the truth is, with Life is Strange 2, they actually did release a schedule earlier this year of all the episodes. But the schedule is so ridiculously drawn out. I actually believe the final episode is supposed to come out in, like, I want to say November, right? So now you're talking another...
Burp right into the microphone.
3.5... No, I take it back. It's the first week of December. Holy shit. The first week of December? So now we're going to play an episode today in the summer. The next time that we play Life is Strange, it's going to be winter. What the...
Dude, seasons change?
Oh my
no.
God. I think you see my point now. Like, yeah, like how do you get invested in a game story when you have to wait so damn long to see the story?
I had no issue with that with Life is Strange. I love that game. That was a great game.
Maybe this game would actually be better experienced if you wait for the whole game to release in December, then buy it all in one scoop and play it.
That's probably what I'll be doing eventually.
But I agree, like, I told you, like, I almost had completely forgotten what the hell happened in the last episode, and then we started talking about it.
And how much you hate hippies.
Yeah, now I'm starting to remember. This is good, because, man, did I need a recap. I couldn't remember jack shit. It takes too goddamn long. So, yeah, I agree with you, Philly Buckeye. I think the momentum was completely shot with this game, and you notice... no one's talking about it. Like, when I mentioned earlier this week that I'd be playing this, people were like, what? Like, that game is still going? Like, it still exists? And, yeah.
For the fans who actually like video games, they probably love it.
It's just so
unlike you.
Amongst all the other releases this year because of the way the frequency of releases is so infrequent that no one's really talking about it,
No one's really talking about it, guys.
Good. After this freaking
bullshit
3.5 month wait, it better fucking be good, right? All right, continuing on. Me Pistol Meltdown.
Continuing on.
He says your wife is a gaming.
Hit the like button. Share it out to your friends. Friends, blah.
Even though she has a gaming PC, you know, she's only, I'd say probably from what I've seen, she plays about 80% of games on console. I'll say next time I play a game, I don't think it's gonna be Kingdom Come. It's gonna be Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Hey,
it's her preference.
I want to get through my PlayStation backstock that I got going on.
You know,
and it's like, but Kingdom Come will be
just for Overwatch, from what I'm understanding.
Every now and then. I played a little bit off screen because
you know, best quality.
If you wait long enough, your wanted levels, I guess, go away in certain cities.
But apparently it's
like, well, if I stay here, now right, wait, sleep, wait, sleep, wait, sleep. Eventually, I'll not be wanted in all these cities anymore.
It's just easier to fucking play games on console, as I've told you guys a million times over the years. That's why I do it. Every time you get a game on PC, now you gotta fuck with the settings. You gotta try to get it run optimally on your goddamn rig. And everything, like even if I had a PC and it wasn't an issue that like I couldn't capture and stream at the same time playing a game on PC, it would still be a fucking hassle to get the game to run nicely. And I think a lot. I
do PC gaming all the time. I have no issues.
I want to fucking boot it and play it.
The game goes, oh, here's the settings of your computer, so here's the settings you want. Thank you.
And the fucking gamma settings and the fucking. The texture levels. Oh, should it be ultra?
The time has come, and so have I, Hotmail. So have I.
You know, it's fucking stupid.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I just want to play the goddamn game. I don't want to be bothered with all this stupid shit. And if the game looks like shit, then so be it. At least I can play it.
Let's see.
A lot of people are not in that mentality. That's kind of my mentality.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know, I don't know. Again,
and that's just in the hard. That's just the hard copies. That's not kind of the games I got for free on PlayStation Plus and stuff.
And that's the deal. GSP17 resub.
Him bitching about PC gaming. How hard it's so hard to PC game, guys. You got to make settings and all that. It's like no. The game goes. Here's what your computer has. Here's the settings that are best for it.
Almost hitting the 3-year
Agree.
club. There's only
Agree.
right now
Click.
in the 3-year club.
Done.
And you are one of the few who are about to hit it in just a couple of months here. Actually, you'll hit it during the hardcore gaming season, which is kind of neat. So thank you for the ongoing support. Not the guy you just banned. Just gifted a subscription to Mosey. Congratulations to Mosey. I hope you enjoyed the sub, and thank you to not the guy you just banned for the support. It's much appreciated. Okay. Meat Pistol Meltdown cheered again. He says, you keep referring to this as a legacy. What is your proudest moment as a content creator, and what achievements will you cherish forever? I don't have a proudest moment. As I've said, for me, really the thing that I do feel pride in is that for 11 years I've worked my ass off. Is that your piece of shit? Really you sit down and you play video games. You do not work hard. I've been constantly pumping out content for you guys for 11 years. I never even took a month off, ever. In that entire time, I never took any kind of like, oh, I need a break away from it or whatever. Because my formula works. Playing a variety of releases, whether it's a hot new release or it's a retro game.
Yeah, you do that off.
To play.
He acts like, oh, I got to move the camera from here to here.
Allows me to just keep going.
Like, is it really that hard for you, bitch?
New release today? Fuck it. Tomorrow I'll play a retro game, right? And that's the cool thing.
I have no son. How you doing?
Today,
and that stupid fly on the screen.
It never happens. I love doing what I do.
I love doing what I do. That's why you're falling asleep every night.
People who've done YouTube for a living or whatever, and they feel, oh, I feel creative burnout, guys. I need to take a month off to rejuvenate myself and come back refreshed. It's like, what the hell? If that's the case, like,
you used to take weeks off. Be like, oh yeah, Kat and I are going to Chicago, so we're going to take the week off.
Like, I've been the opposite.
So I never took a month off.
So
no one takes a month off.
Not come here to stream what actually
if you have a real job, guess what you get? You might get a week's of vacation.
You see what I mean?
You don't get a month of vacation.
It's very different.
Dude, but back in high school, man, I could get the whole summer off, dude.
I've kept this going. 11
You're not in school anymore, you child.
I've never sold out. I've never become one of these talking head guys who, I have a million sponsorships and, you know, this is what I'm all about.
Just say it.
It's not about me having fun. It's not about the content. It's about you know,
me
selling a bunch of products and shit.
Or
me getting the promotional thing. A lot of people have become that over the years. And I didn't. I've stayed true to myself, and that's something that's very important to me. That any day you know you could jump on a stream and you're going to get my honest opinions about whatever the hell we're talking about that day. You're not going to get the paid promotional stream where I play the game 3 days earlier than everyone else, and I can't say a negative thing about the game because I'm getting paid.
But you've done that before. You've gotten games early. You've played them early. You changed the settings on your Xbox to beat Japan so you can play a game a month early. You've done it before.
11 straight years, I'm pretty much the most prolific solo content creator on the internet. And of course, no one would ever do the math to prove that because then they would actually say something positive about me, and no one wants to do that.
Just because you put out over 60,000 videos doesn't mean that's a good thing.
Confident out of everyone
60,000 videos of trash is still trash.
That I have single-handedly created more gameplay content than anyone else on the internet. You know, and that's a huge thing.
See. No, it's not. He's at 340. Mind you, this is the day stream. This is the stream that he gets the most on. He's got 340 viewers.
That's what I would say I'm proud of. All right. So there you go. Continuing on.
Let's see what his channel's at.
Tipped me $2 and said Sneed's Feed and See. Wow. That was some real insightful stuff right there.
He doesn't even get that joke, does he? Sneed, Seed and Feed.
Thank you for the $2.
It's a Simpsons joke. Sneed, Seed and Feed, formerly Chucks.
Whatever that means, to me $5 and says, "What's your favorite food and why is it a Big Mac?" The Big Mac probably wouldn't even make like my top 100 list of favorite foods. I'm serious. Not that I don't.
Let me see if writing out makes it easier.
It's one of the most inferior fast food items you can buy. The Big Mac is 2 small, dried out, overcooked meat patties on a soggy ass bun with shredded lettuce that usually is not fresh, a couple pickles.
Wow, you mean fast food doesn't have fresh lettuce?
Their special sauce, which all it is thick Thousand Island dressing. It's not very good. In reality, the Big Mac at one point was probably amazing. Can you imagine back when they were?
Please tell me you guys get this. When I first saw it, it took me a few minutes to figure it out. Because Sneed, Seed, and Feed rhyme. So it would rhyme with Chuck, and it started with S and F.
Like preservatives and had no flavor to it.
Man, the first time I saw that joke, I'm like, oh, that's... Oh, I get it now.
The current Big Mac is fucking gross. And by the way, it's insanely overpriced. You get the same amount of meat on a Big Mac as you get on the double cheeseburger or the McDouble, which, by the way, those are between $1 to $2 in price. The Big Mac's like almost $5, if not more expensive. So you're essentially paying...
But now they got 2 for $6 going on at my Burger King. It's been a while since I had a Whopper. It's like, no, for 2 for $6, I think I can do that.
The Big Mac is terrible. If you're genuinely asking me what's my favorite food, I don't have one. In the last...
Just say Italian food.
My food tastes have dramatically changed, and I've become a much more...
For me, my favorite is Italian. Italian, then Asian,
every time I eat,
then
I
Mexican.
the same thing every time because it's my staple and I go to it. I like to try new stuff. Recently, Kat and I have been trying Indian food. So the last couple of months we tried...
So you've been going out and eating it at restaurants, huh?
Where I tried a vegetarian curry, and it was spicy, but damn, it was fucking good. And then recently I had tikka masala with chicken for the first time ever. Chicken tikka masala. And that was great. It's like a tomato-based spicy dish with, chicken and a lot of herbs and spices and stuff in it over a bed of rice. Oh, man. That shit was good, too.
And probably cost you $20.
I'm really opening
but you have no money.
And that's a good thing. Instead of just, I'm going to go get a burger, right? Fuck that. All right, continuing on. Cupcake IWNL has subscribed to the channel for 2 months. Thank you, Cupcake, for the subscription. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for the support. Cabbage tipped me $2 and says, "Are you really skipping Astral Chain? It's undoubtedly the biggest release for gamers on the 30th. Might not be a smart move. If anything, maybe postpone Blair Witch since no good things have been said about that." Yeah, for now I'm skipping Astral Chain. I'm not saying it's out as a game playthrough at all. I'm saying it's not really on my radar for the kind of games that I'm interested in. But what we're gonna do is
you donate the game to me, then I'll play it.
Play Blair Witch, and we're gonna play Man of Medan, and we're gonna see how long it takes to finish those games.
Yikes, hot mail. That's a little much.
In that week that other stuff isn't happening, then maybe I'll play Astral Chain.
So you'll play it when it's no longer the hot new game. Then, bitch, you guys said I should play it like 3 months ago. Now no one's coming up and watching me play it. Because I told you to play it 3 months ago.
Absolutely not.
When it was first out, you moron.
Doesn't really interest me that much. So
Let's
maybe
see.
I'll play it, maybe I won't.
I'm on this channel now. 290 views, 224 views, 686 views, 215
That is the top cheer
views,
of the day, and he says Splatterhouse
199
is a good
views.
retro game. Well, I wonder
Let's see, these break 1,000.
Are you talking about the original Splatterhouse?
Here's one video that's broke 1,000 at 1.3k views.
Or you're talking about the Splatterhouse remake?
830.
Excuse me.
Right to the microphone.
I wonder how many of you actually remember it. It was one of the earlier games that I did a full playthrough of on YouTube.
So for a man with 188,000 subs,
years ago or 9 years
his
ago,
top viewed video was part 1 of Sly Cooper at
I thought that
2.3k.
game was all right. It was kind of
2,300 views for a guy with 188,000 subs. But people love my content, guys.
TurboGrafx 16, damn. So yeah, the original Splatterhouse on the TurboGrafx 16. I've never played the original. I've seen it many times because it used to be one of the games that everyone talked about back in the day because it was like super hyper gory and adult oriented and kids should not play this game. So it was all over gaming magazines and everything. Everyone always listed it as the top 10 horror games, top 10 gory games. But I never played the original Splatterhouse. So
And now you can't find it anywhere.
all right, interesting. Well, a good suggestion. I don't know if it's even available on anything for playing it in the modern day, but shout out to the master programmer who gifted us up to Stinky Dinks. Congratulations, Stinky Dinks. Hopefully you enjoy your gifted sub, and thank you to the master programmer for the support. Handicapped Gaming ER did a 100-bit cheer. He says, when do you think you will tell yourself, it's been a hell of a run, I'm going to close up shop? I don't know. You know, I'm certainly not in any position to do anything like that anytime soon. It's like I've told you guys.
That's like I told you guys, I'm broke, dude.
The plan would be within the next many years, like let's say 5 years, to try to get myself in a better financial position so that I don't have to work full time 6 days a week streaming, and maybe I can reduce the amount of streaming I do so I can get an offline job somewhere that has no ties to the internet. And then once I have that job,
all jobs have ties to the internet because they do a background check on you.
All right. And then once that happens, then see, gee, can I make it viable that I can actually afford to pay all my bills and everything with this other job? And maybe
you'll never have a job like that.
Streaming.
Because as soon as they do a background check on you, they'll be like, oh, you're the guy who masturbates in front of children.
The content creation I used to do when I started was a hobby. It was like 2 to 2.5 hours a night after I came home from work. And if I could do that again, that would be ideal.
You'll never be able to do that because as soon as they do a background check, they'll find you.
That I'm in, where I'm just work.
Can you imagine they find the Kiwi Farms thread on him?
But
like he applies at Microsoft or Boeing. Oh, let's look up Philip B. Burnell. Oh, Kiwi Farms. What's this? Oh my
people still care about me and my opinions on games. Maybe. Because certainly I
maybe
that they would care now, and they do.
People care now. They do.
So I guess we'll see in another. 10
I guess we'll
I mean?
see
like,
in 10 years.
What's going to happen in the future?
Valley Girl.
Certainly, I don't believe I can do this forever. I think that would be pretty unrealistic and pretty stupid to believe. And you know, and we got.
You're just waiting for your mom to die. We already know that.
You know, let's see what happens.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll get a job in 15 years from now. No, he won't.
Maybe in 10 years, I'll be beaming myself directly into your brains. You won't be watching me on a device. I'll be actually inside your head dancing around in your VR virtual
But you don't dance because you don't move.
Device.
It's now been an hour and 17 minutes of his pre-stream.
You'll be watching me 24/7 playing on loop in your head. Now that's an amazing thought. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want Darkside Phil 24/7 dancing around in your head?
How about no?
Okay. Obviously, I'm being facetious. Let's continue. Uzi Gohar cheer. He said, what do you think about the new Young Thug album? Oh, it's amazing. I think that finally Young Thug has broken through that barrier. He's hit the next level. That album.
You don't listen to music, dude, so shut the fuck up.
Seriously, it's going to go down in the annals of history. Like, you're probably going to have, like, when you really think of, like, the quintessential amazing albums that have ever come out, you think of stuff like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Michael Jackson's Thriller, and of course Young Thug's latest album. That's like the top 3 for me anyway.
But it's rap, so he hates it. So. I haven't even heard it. I don't even know what it's about, but I'm not gonna shit on it. Unlike him.
Visit the Pound. I'm assuming you mean the Dog Pound. No, I've never been to the Dog Pound, but Kat and I have gone to shelters and rescue shelters and the like around the area where they have dogs, and we visited some of the dogs there. In fact, we just did that a couple weeks ago. Even though we have a cat, when we go out and we have our days out, we like to just go around and see what's out there and visit animals and stuff. And we actually went to a dog and cat.
Oh, guys, are gonna be getting a dog now?
Because we love animals. We absolutely love them. Okay, shout out
Don't
to
get a dog.
Earth, who did a.
You shouldn't have gotten a cat in the first place.
Says, what do you think of the Terminator T800 coming out on October 8 to MK11? That's about a month and a half out. As I said yesterday, I think it looks great. The character model is pretty close to Arnold. Hopefully, the character plays well, and hopefully, it sounds like Arnold. I doubt that they paid Arnold Schwarzenegger for the voice acting, but maybe they have a nice sound alike or whatever.
You mean an impersonator?
Me, I actually think that the guest characters are going to be more interesting than the mainstream Mortal Kombat characters for DLC, because I like Shang Tsung. Don't get me wrong, I did. I thought that he was a fun character. Then Nightwolf came out, and I'm like, damn, Nightwolf is like, I could tell he's going to be like really good for like competitive play, but I don't really care about competitive play. I'm not a tournament player, so I don't care about playing at a high level with Nightwolf. Maybe when the
I don't care, guys. Just give me money. That's all he cares about.
So I only played one session with Nightwolf, and that was it. I didn't even care anymore. I stopped playing.
You don't care at all because you don't like video games. You hate video games.
All right. Captain Caveman did 100-bit cheer. He says, "Oh, that was when he said on the TurboGrafx 16 about Splatterhouse." Okay, thank you, Captain Caveman, for clarification. Timbo Slice cheered. It says, "Which one is better, Popeyes or Chick-fil-A? We have both open in my area this week, which is odd as both are chicken places. It's been a battle with long lines all week. I think
it's the way the camera's doing it.
See, here's the thing.
That's trying to light directly on me, see if that makes it better.
Popeyes doesn't have a chicken sandwich right now, or at least they're coming out with a new one. I know this because about a month ago, Kat and I went to Popeyes randomly because we never eat fast food. But
there we go. Now I'm not blue.
Let's do something different.
I'm blue.
We went there. Now I used to get a sandwich that was called the Chicken Po' Boy. And what it was like you get a choice of chicken tenders, either mild or spicy, on this big like baguette with mayo, lettuce, and pickles. Well, they said, oh, we don't do that anymore. There's a new chicken sandwich coming out within the next month, so we don't have that, but we don't have a new chicken sandwich either. So couldn't get it. I don't know.
So you eat that much Chick-fil-A, huh? Spending $20 to $25 a week every week at Chick-fil-A, huh?
I don't know. Okay.
But he has no money.
Compared to that, here's what I can tell you about Popeyes. I've never actually even eaten their regular fried chicken. I've only had their chicken tenders, and I love them. I think their chicken tenders are incredibly flavorful. The breading is delicious and crispy, full of flavor, and not greasy.
You can really tell who he cares about more, video games or food. Hey, Kramer.
I wonder who I could be referencing. That's incredibly greasy, disgusting, and just not very good. Popeyes is full of robust flavor. So if you're going to eat those high-calorie, high-fat food, get something good out of it. And I feel like when you go to Popeyes, it's worth the sacrifice because the flavor is dead-on amazing. Okay? Now,
man, he loves his food so much, and he loves going out to eat every single day.
I've only been to Chick-fil-A twice. Both times I got the spicy chicken sandwich, okay?
Bullshit, you just bitch that they didn't have the sandwich that you liked.
I was congested, and I couldn't even, taste. And I ate
You just said that they didn't have the sandwich that you liked.
And it's amazing.
Like 5 seconds ago.
Juicy, flavorful fried chicken. A giant fried chicken breast, by the way. It's a huge piece of chicken on the bread they give you.
No, it's not.
And I got the deluxe version, which comes with lettuce and tomato and all of that.
And costs more.
It's really freaking
Mr.
good.
I have no money.
They know their shit. And if anything, I think the reason that if you go to a chicken-specific place like Popeyes or
he hates his fans when they don't give him enough money.
That's all they do.
He thinks that his fans should be giving him $2,000 every single day.
These guys do everything. They do burgers. They do chicken sandwiches. They do salads. They do a million things. These specialty places that only focus in on one type of food have perfected their craft. So you go to Chick-fil-A, you're going to get an amazing.
He's acting like he's going to some bourgeois steak place or something like that.
Go there. So what's funny is I went one more time. It was definitely over a month ago now. I can't remember. It was a while ago. But I went back because I said I wanted to go when I wasn't sick. So we went there again, and I was like,
let me get a hold of Hell Shake a Pooty on Twitter real quick.
Spicy chicken sandwich.
See if we can't get that.
I used to say it was Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. I would say the Chick-fil-A
Hell
sandwich
Shake
is
a
definitely better than Wendy's. So definitely, I would say, from my experience, if you're going for an amazing chicken sandwich, go to Chick-fil-A.
I cannot tweet at him. All right.
Go to Popeyes. Now, I haven't tried Popeye's new chicken sandwich, so I can't attest either way on if it's any good or not. I can't. That would be very unfair of me to say, oh, one's better than the other.
It's good. I'll just message
I guess
him.
you got to try it for yourself. Maybe next time we go to Popeyes, I'll try this new chicken sandwich. But we eat fast food so infrequently, I couldn't even tell you the next time.
If you could do the meme
the Popeyes,
of the guy
I don't know.
Looking at
so there you go. There's your answer.
One girl,
Abigail Rayfinger cheered.
The other.
Hot bacon dressing. If
And
not, try it
make
on a salad. It's
the
best
girl
salad dressing
he
ever.
looks
No.
at. Have
I'm not the kind of guy that would go
food
for like a
head
bacon flavored dressing. I don't think.
while
I'm traditional.
the
Give
girl
me ranch. Give me Caesar. Give me Italian.
he
give me
ignores
Thousand Island. You know,
as
those are the
a
kind of
game
condiments that I like on a
for
salad or maybe on
a
a
head
sandwich. I don't go for like
would
bacon,
be great.
Chipotle.
So how Shigapoo is the menu go
ranch
to for
sugar
that?
explosion dressing. 4,000 calories per spoon. I don't really do that.
He eats out every day that he can.
So
Usually on his days off and sometimes
no, I've
between
never tried
shifts and
hot
all that.
bacon. So my question would be for you, Abigail Rayfinger, who makes hot bacon dressing? There's a lot of companies out there. You got Kraft.
Hot bacon dressing?
You got
Ooh,
your,
that sounds good.
Human Zone. You got your what is it? Like Wishbone, Hidden Valley.
Still talking about how much he
I'm trying to
loves
think of
fast
all the
food, but he
different
hates
fast
fast food.
food
Fast food is atrocious.
Who makes that?
When he goes into detail about all the fast food that he eats and
All right,
loves.
continuing on. Captain Caveman 4201 did another 100-bit cheer. He said, "Did you get Nightwolf at MK11?" Yes, I did. I did a full stream of him where I tried out his his stuff in training mode and tutorials. Then I did his arcade ladders. Then I played online. And like I said, by the end of the session, I felt Nightwolf was a great character, but I basically couldn't do much with him because everyone who's been playing online found all these lag tactics that you can't stop. Like, for example, Sub-Zero. He can do a 50-50 mix-up where he either hits you low into a freeze combo or he does the overhead into a freeze combo. And if you can't block it on reaction online, you can't win a match. And that's pretty much all the shit I faced was like 50-50 guessing over and over and over, and I couldn't block anything. So when I actually hit someone with Nightwolf, it was pretty effective, but I couldn't effectively hit people because they just kept mixing me up, over and over, and I was like,
yeah, his actual
this is
gameplay
what the game
sucks.
is
But
online.
his
It's
pre-stream,
not
you
very
get the
fun.
rants out of
It's a
it.
guessing game, and you either
He gets
get
the
lucky or you get
rants,
fucked,
you
and
get the
it doesn't make it
stupidity,
very
you
fun
get the
for someone like
lies,
me
you get the
who hasn't
begging.
played the game all along. I only played it for a couple of weeks when it was new, and I can't really do much with the new
Because he gets his
characters
ass
out there.
handed to him online, so he
I
refuses to
didn't
play him
it again.
online
I only played
like
one
a bitch.
session. It was like 4 hours, and that was it. I never went back and played again. But that's all on DSP Gaming right now if you want to give it a look.
But no one wants to go to that site because it sucks because you have probably 22 ads on one video.
Warning everyone, bottle crunch incoming, okay? There you go. All right,
Asshole.
continuing on, Handicapped Gaming ER cheered 100.
And I love that he can't drink regular tap water because it gives him heartburn.
Says,
How weak
"What should
are
I have
you
for lunch
that you
today?"
get heartburn
I don't know.
from
What do
tap
you feel
water?
What do you feel like for lunch? There's a lot of options out
Just
there.
wow.
I can't really answer that for you. I don't even know what's available to you. I would certainly need more qualifying criteria to try to answer that for you. Okay. Abigail Rayfinger says, Was Wit makes it, but my mom makes hot bacon dressing homemade. Oh, yeah? Homemade dressing is probably fucking great. Well, that sounds...
Not they would
lucky
ever
to
know
be able to
because
get
you're a
hot
piece of
bacon
shit.
Dressing homemade. That sounds fucking great, man. Good stuff. All right, continuing on. Recipe book. Tip me $1. I said, I've asked about your favorite movie, TV show, album, book, FPS, RPG, voice actor, etc., and I never get an answer. So a question about your favorite foods, and we get a Martha Stewart catalog description on breakdown answer. Okay, there you go. Thanks for the $1
Because
tip.
he has no
Recipe
favorites,
book.
dude.
Thanks for the
That's
observation.
childish to have favorites, dude. He's a grown-up. Grown-ups don't have favorites.
Moving on. I got an anonymous $5 tip. Someone says you should replay Sleeping Dogs again because I loved your playthrough. And you know what? I loved playing that game back in the day. I think it's kind of an underrated game. And sadly enough, because the game went through development hell,
And the pen would be
before it
5
finally got
times the size of a regular
published,
pen.
the way that it did, it never saw a sequel, which really sucks. So I believe the game definitely deserved a sequel. It was basically on par with Grand Theft Auto levels of quality, but it had kung fu hand-to-hand gameplay mechanics instead of gunplay, and I felt that was exceptionally fun. And it's sad that, again, they never made a sequel. I really would have loved to play a sequel. But it's not going to happen because now everything's falling apart.
I suck at fighters, and there is no if I win, I win. It's I just lose. Lose hard every single time. Now,
could I replay it? I mean, I could.
Watch my Dragon Ball Fighters videos of me getting my ass handed to me online.
Sandbox games with the music enabled anymore. I'd have to completely disable the music. Number 2, I'm trying to think.
Loves the gin. Gotta have the gin, dude.
What I'm trying to think and remember is, did they ever port it to like PS4?
Hour and a half.
Did they ever do a port? Or was it only available on
hour and a half now of his pre-stream?
What I have to do is just buy an older copy of it, right?
His pre-streams last longer than most movies. And then he does that.
Both Esper Storm and Dude Frozen said, yeah, they did port it. Oh, that's good. That would make it a hell of a lot easier to play.
Or you just get an emulator.
If you guys ever wanted to see me replay Sleeping Dogs, I would be down for that for sure. I would just have to disable the music in it, much like I've did all my Grand Theft Auto playthroughs recently. But I would be down for that. Okay.
YouTube is just an archive. I don't make much money. Then he bitches. I can't have music in the video games, dude. I can't have that in my gameplay, dude.
Triad Wars. I've never even heard of this. Triad Wars? Is that game even out? What is that? I don't even know.
Well, then Google it.
I'm confused. People are now arguing about Triad Wars in the stream chat. Someone says it's online only and it sucks. People are arguing now. All right. I don't want to get part of this argument. I don't know anything about it. What I'd like to do now, since the contributions now I've
yes, he did. I think that might be why they're trying to get him to play it Polish.
Hero who said, if I eat ass on a plane, is it called Skyrim? What a hilarious joke.
I'll say, can you imagine he plays Sleeping Dogs on Twitch and he goes on one of his racist rants? All of a sudden, what? My channel was banned? Dude, they shouldn't just be able to do that, dude. They should have to get a hold of me first. Let me explain to them why I said what I said.
Need to know about that. And also, please, like, use some Banaka or something afterward, because the last thing you need, you come back to your seat and you turn to your seatmate and say, hi, how you doing? And someone else's ass blast right in their face. It's pretty disgusting. Okay? We don't need that on a plane. All right, so anyway.
You would never do that, dude.
What I'd like to do now is give a shout out to the top cheerers of the week, to give them some credit for their contributions, and then as long as we don't get any more contributions, I think we're going to start up here with the game. Okay? So starting up here, in 10th place this week, we've got Philly Buckeye. In 9th place, Vote Democrat. 8th place goes to M5NSX. 7th place is Why Can't We Be Friends? It's a good question. Why can't we be friends?
Because he's a piece of shit who has no friends.
In 5th place, Meat Pistol Meltdown.
He has no friends.
3rd place,
he has no friends. Because he's a piece of shit.
Crazy. Yesterday we had a crazy cheer war.
15,382 and then 15,616.
Exploded with cheers during the stream, going back and forth, trying to be.
That's why he was able to make 300,000 cheers yesterday.
So I honestly couldn't
over 300,000 cheers.
The smoke cleared. Who was the top cheerer of the day? I have
no
idea.
300,000
but as of right now,
cheers.
Gaming ER, 15,382 bits. Ludwig World Order Fan, 15,616 bits. So essentially, Ludwig World Order Fan is the top cheerer of the week.
Yeah, I saw that.
50 bits. Right.
Or heard that in the GTG news video that Vote Democrat was giving money to Wings.
I haven't seen him around, so I don't know if, if anyone were to surpass him, if he
because he's secretly in the closet.
Say, no, I want to be the top cheerer again. So I guess we'll see today. But
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
All right. Well, I think that is it. I don't see any more contributions coming in, so it might be time to wrap up the pre-stream here. And
for you guys to give me more money.
To episode 4. What do you guys? Wait a minute. Now just
wait a minute. Someone give me more money.
I was about to start, but then Young Remy just resubscribed for 13 months. Thank you very much, Young Remy. I appreciate the support. Heaving Earth did
anything
about the Terminator and
to delay playing the game.
Heaving Earth. Yes, I am going to play with him on the 11th or on October 8th. It makes no sense to not, because I have the whole season pass, and seems more interesting to me than the other characters so far, because he's a guest character, and I think those are going to be more interesting to me because I don't really care about the competitive play of the game. I think I'd care more about, the silly stuff that a guest character would do in the game than the actual core gameplay mechanics. So, yes, I'll be playing with him come October.
Trash.
Okay. Dude Frozen in the stream chat says, I heard you mentioned you tried Indian food, you like it. I recommend butter chicken and chicken korma, both amazing. It's red curry with chicken.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I saw they had buttered chicken on the menu, and I didn't know what it was.
Buttered chicken
or chicken korma. Okay.
I don't know what buttered chicken is. It's buttered chicken.
Next time that Kat and I go to get Indian food,
what else would it be?
We like it a lot now. I'll try one of those. Thank you for the recommendations. Timo Slice just cheered and said,
I don't know what buttered chicken is, dude.
Wait a minute emo. I don't know. Do you guys want a wait a minute emo? If you really want one and someone...
Then make one for me and send it to me for free.
Consider adding it to the channel. If you guys really want the wait a minute emo, we could do it. All right?
I'm still waiting for him not to use the bathroom.
Your hands.
Still waiting for that.
Great. If someone wants to work on one, whip one up. And, I'd be more than happy. More than happy to add emotes that you guys want to the channel. Okay? All right, that's it, guys. Contributions have dried up, so we're going to now get ready, and we're going to start up with Life is Strange 2 Episode 4. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it's any good.
No, we're not, because it's trash.
Hopefully it is after the 3.5-month freaking wait that we had to wait for it. Hopefully it was worth the wait. And that's that. All right, guys, thank you very much. And let's end the pre-stream, and let's get started, all right? Actually, in reality, I'm going to take a quick break here to use the restroom.
Called it! Going on a break.
And it's mostly it's all narrative, let's face it. I'd like to use the restroom before we start, so that way I don't... Wait a minute! Timo Slice just cheered, said, wait a minute, Trump says you can't start yet. I don't give a shit what he says. I'll start
according to Phil, this is not a joke. According to Phil, he is 5'12". According to Phil, this is not a joke. He is 5'12".
And then I'll be back, and then we're going to start up.
He's actually like 5'9". But according to him, he is 5'12".
Life is Strange 2, Episode 4.
But yeah, we all knew he was going to take a break. But
thank you very much, guys.
He is 5'12". That is not a joke. I wish I would love to be saying I'm kidding, and then dead silence. But I am not. I am not kidding. He literally says he is 5'12". Like straight face and everything. That he is 5'12". Like that's not a thing. You mean 6 foot? But he's actually 5'9". Because John Rambo's 6'1", and John Rambo towers over him. I probably can't find the picture right now, but there's a picture of them standing next to each other, and John Rambo's at least 4 inches taller, so he's probably 5'9". Yeah, he's walked that back. He's not... I don't know what the beep he was thinking. Alright, well... I'm done with him because I don't care about his gameplay. His gameplay is trash. Always. Has been, always will be. So let's look at some videos from him that I got on here. This is apparently from the Panda Lead channel of the DSP Pig Roach in the Wild. Turn that down a little bit.
Everyone, once again, Phil and I at this time are at Tomlinson's getting food. It's like 8-something, 8:30-something. We had just finished streaming our stupid horror games. And we are at Tomlinson's, another sort of famous place in Connecticut.
There we go.
I got the straight fries. Phil got the curly fries. He got a turkey burger with his
turkey burger.
There it is. And I got the crispy chicken. Now tell them about how fascinating this place is.
Well, this place has been around for a long time. It was a staple of Bridgeport, and used to be this little shack. Like literally, it was just the grill. A bar, a bunch of stools, and you come in and you get a hot dog. It was like the best hot dog place in the area.
Yep, that little puny shack in the picture.
And then about 15 years ago, they announced that they wanted to take down the shack and build a bigger building. And there's actually a big protest in the state. People were saying, no, this place is, it's actually historic. It's like a historic monument. It's been around for so long, and so many people come to eat the hot dogs here. But eventually they did. They knocked it down, and now they built this big building. Where the business continues.
Look at how dark and thick his facial hair is.
Yeah, every day.
8 a.m. till midnight. That is a good deal. That's like perfect for stoners.
Anything you want here.
And gyros. You can get gyros. You can get buffalo wings. You can get soup. You can get breakfasty stuff.
all-American fare food.
This is so fucking good.
Okay, well, I'm gonna eat these fries.
Yeah, Panda
Yummy.
League Gaming has been deleted. It is no more. No more Panda League Gaming, sad face.
It's shame.
Oh, here we go. This is where the photogenic, not photographic, photogenic memory comes from. Which again, the definition of a photogenic memory is where you change your memory to make yourself look better. Which I think was a Freudian slip. He meant to say photographic, but then he told the truth. That, oh yeah, it's a photogenic memory, dude, where I change the facts and reality to make myself look better, dude. Sniff.
Oh, let's see here. Why can't we be friends? Judy said, have you ever over-exerted a past story in your life in the past to be over-dramatic for the camera, like back in the day stories?
No, never.
The stories that I tell, at least, are mostly true. I'm sure
mostly
with everyone's memory, there's some kind of things that gets changed in your head over time, especially with something that, like, no one else was there but you to tell the story. So I tell you as best I remember the stories, but it may just be that, I mean, some of these stories I tell you are 10, 15, 20 years old, that maybe the details aren't exactly as I remember them, or over time my mind has formulated this this version, right, that's definitely a little bit different than what really happened for entertainment purposes. I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I can't go back in time and see exactly how stuff happened, you know? I'm sure they can't be 100%. I'm sure all my back in the day stories can't be 100% correct. That's not really how it works. Not everyone has a photogenic memory. Where they
there it is,
everything.
photogenic.
At least I know I don't. So I have
you totally
points.
You totally have a photogenic memory. That's why you're always changing shit. Speaking of, here it is. The car story, again. Let's listen to this bullshit.
Wait, French Cherry said, if I had a dash cam at the time, could I have sued the bastard that ran off? No, see, it wasn't... I've explained this before, but I think you're misunderstanding the situation. I was on the highway. It wasn't really a highway. It's a two-lane...
Oh, so yeah, he lies so much that he doesn't remember which lie he told.
Okay. And basically, I was on...
Hey, Alexander.
I was lane changing from right to left. I had just gotten on it from getting on from my high school. And as I was lane changing right to left, so I was probably going maybe 35, 40 miles per hour.
So why were you going 20 miles an hour under the speed limit and getting into the fast lane? Why are you getting into the passing lane going 20 miles an hour lower than the speed limit? The fuck is wrong with you?
The speed limit's like 55 on that highway. It's not a highway, it's a parkway. As I was lane changing,
same thing.
Someone was literally flying like maybe 100 miles per hour.
Or they're going 60 because the speed limit is 55, so they're probably going 60.
The speed they were going, coming up so fast behind me, there was no way they were going to be able to fucking stop.
If it's a 2-lane highway, they could have gone over to the other lane. And then bitched at you or give you the finger as they drove by, like, dude, why are you going 35 and a 55?
So I said, oh shit, and I had to veer back into the right lane that I was lane changing from to get out of the way of them. And when I did that, I overcompensated, and I went ding, and I hit the right divider.
Wait a minute, he went ding? Mister,
Mister,
yeah, you take a piece of paper, then you crumple it up. That was what my car looked like, dude. Half my face was burnt off. I went ding. That's two totally different things.
Railing, and then my car lost control and crashed. So if that asshole wasn't going insanely fast illegally in that left lane, and if it
totally makes sense when you don't think about it.
I would have been able to safely lane change. But this guy came out of nowhere flying 100 miles per hour. I had to get the fuck out of his way. In reality, if he rear-ends you, it's his fault. Also, why were you going 35 and a 55? Either lane. If the speed limit's 55, you should be going 55 to 60, like the rest of traffic. If you want to go faster, it's usually a case of like everyone in traffic was going 70. If I went 60, I was going to be an issue, so I went 75 like everyone else does. Or it's heavy downpour, snow, something like that, and everyone was going 35. Then alright, maybe that would explain why people were going 35, but no. He was going 35 and a 55, but it's the other dude's fault, guys. It's the other dude's fault. And this is why the cops cited him for the ticket. He tells him this story of, yeah, I'm going 35 and a 55, cut this guy off, realize, oh shit, he's going to run me, so when I swerve, hit the guardrail, wreck my car, but it's not my fault, dude, it was the other guy's fault. No, it was your fault. The other guy never touched you.
You were going 35 and a 55, wrecked your car. That's why the cops cited you, asshole.
If I hadn't gotten out of the way and caused the accident I had caused, it would have been worse. He would have rear-ended me at 100 miles per hour, and we probably all would have died. So
nope.
It was like the better of two different situations.
And he probably wasn't wearing glasses, so he didn't see the car until it was too late.
The dash cam wouldn't have seen the guy coming up behind me, right?
So yeah, without his glasses, he didn't see the guy coming up behind him, like, oh, until it was too late. Like, oh shit, he's right there.
So it wouldn't have helped anyway. And it's absolutely true. If the guy had clobbered me and rear-ended me, I might be dead. I probably would be.
I doubt that.
Rear-ending at 100 miles per hour when I was going 40, 45, speeding up to lane change to the other lane.
But why were you getting in the fast lane? Now, I like how it went from 35, now it's 45. So you're still going 10 under in the fast lane.
And the guy was going almost double the legal, because the speed limit there was 55, so if he was going around 100, that's almost double the legal speed limit. That's insanely illegal. So, you know, you're talking...
That's insanely illegal, guys. By the way, give me money.
The impact probably alone could have killed, you know, at that speed. So one of the 14 Baby Man Gaming just got banned for insulting me, saying the accident was my fault for the way I just described it. Okay.
It was your fault.
Hey, fuck off. Fuck off, shithead. He's like, oh, no, at that speed. So one of the 14 Baby Man Gaming just got banned for insulting me, saying the accident was my fault for the way I just described it. Okay, fuck off. Fuck off, shithead. He's like, oh, it's your fault. You were driving too slow. Fuck you.
You were driving too slow.
Get the fuck out of my chat.
He was definitely driving too damn slow. See any other videos? Oh, here we go.
Alright.
Alright, I talked about this earlier, how, yeah, I got $300 in cheers, but guys, I want tips. Give me tips.
See, right now, anyone who's going to try to derail and be a dick is going to get kicked tonight, so don't even start. Like, hey there, baby. Oh, so you don't want cheers? Do you want to get kicked? Go right ahead and go ahead.
But you just said cheers don't help you, dude.
You're in here, seriously. Like, you think I'm stupid? You think I'm just going to let you fucking be a dick to me? No, you're going to get your ass kicked out of here, so go right ahead and be a dick and see what happens. And then don't come bitching to me afterward. Oh, I want to come back. I didn't mean it. Please unban me. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
He's always the victim because he did everything right. He did everything correct. He did nothing wrong.
I know, Clash. Here we go, because here it is. People being dicks and trolling, then they get legitimately kicked or banned, and then they whine and complain. You know, oh, can I get a ban? Can I get a... No. You're an idiot. Oh, shit. I didn't plug in my headphones. I can't hear anything. You guys can hear, but I can't hear anything. Hold on.
Dumbass.
Alright, I'll tell you right now, anyone who's going to try to derail and be a dick is going to get kicked tonight, so don't even start. Like, hey there, baby. Oh, so you don't want cheers? Do you want to get kicked? Go right ahead and go ahead and start and be...
Alright, it already repeated.
Here
we go, here's more.
Just being very honest with all of you tonight, I would prefer if you guys could tip me, because earlier today, it was very slow with tips. I got almost none.
You got $300 in cheers.
It was a very, very good stream for both subs and for cheering. So it wasn't like I was complaining, but
as he complains,
you guys know, I have 3 games I need to buy next week. I've got bills coming up early in September, and it's your tips that help with that. So if you could tip me tonight.
And what about all the money you got on the 15th and on the 20th from Twitch and YouTube?
All right, guys.
That no longer exists.
Yes, Mithrin dear, I'm well aware I got a lot in cheers, but that's not how life works. I don't get.
That's not how life works, guys.
Cheers for over a month.
I don't get anything out of cheers for a month, guys. So don't cheer me.
Short term, not the long term, which is why I'm saying tonight, if people want to contribute, I would prefer tips. Okay, stop trying to spin it like it's something negative. It's not. All right.
All right. Except that it's totally negative with him. That's for me the bait. I guess that's it for that. And with that, guys, I think that'll be it for this stream. I got some stuff to do today. Thankfully, I was able to get up early enough and get to the Midas and all that for my oil change and stuff, but I'm back here. I just... Like, how did he not say that? Yeah, guys, I was going 20 under the speed limit on the highway when I wrecked my car. But it wasn't my fault. It was the guy going 60 in a 55. It was his fault, not my fault for doing 35 in a 55. People don't have to give him shit, and it would be a lot better if people stopped giving him money. Like, seriously, people, stop giving him money. He's already gotten probably a couple thousand cheers, 21,000 tips. So he's already well on his way to making $60 for this stream between cheers and tips and all that. I know, they didn't even call me first. Actually, I was about 500 miles late. Because normally it's like, all right, well, it's been about 3 months. It's like, why am I well over what I should be? Like, oh, duh, my vacation. I drove over 800 miles for my vacation. It's like, oh, that's why I'm over 500 what I should be. Yikes, yeah, let's go get that done. But speaking of tips and cheers and all that, if you guys want to tip me through Streamlabs or cheer me through Super Chat or buy my books or donate to my Patreon, I'm all for it. But thankfully, I don't need that. I has a job. A job that had free tickets to the Mudhens game yesterday, which I got to go do and see, which is awesome. Yeah, when contributions are slow, guys, well, but if they weren't slow, he had $300 in cheers. They were amazing, but they weren't tips, so he hated it. God, I hate his gameplay videos. His gameplay videos are so fucking boring, which is why I don't watch him, and I still have him muted, because he's just annoying. But like I said, guys, this is probably going to be it for today, at least for this stream. I might live stream Mirror's Edge Catalyst later today on the PS4, because I want to get that game out of the way. I want to get Homefront Revolution. I want to get the Order 1886. That is still in the plastic wrap. That is not... I bought it like 3 years ago, and it's never been out of the plastic wrap yet. I let a friend borrow it, and he's like, yeah, I don't feel like... After like 6 months, like, yeah, I don't feel like playing here. Have it back. Even he never took it out of the plastic wrap. And then I got Arkham Knight. I got Fallout 4. What else have I got? Got a couple of them up there. Where was it? Dang it. Got my lights right there so I can't see. Anyways. See, I got... He wants some money, right? Meow! Yeah, but when it hits $2,000, he loves it. But when it only hits $30, he hates it. Guys, $30, not even enough to buy one game, dude. You gotta give me more money. Snort. Anyways, with that, guys, thank you for showing up. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you're entertained by me, at least. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.